It's my time, we taking it back. Already told you I just learned to react. I'm a people, soldier, wearing purple and black. It's my time, put my city on the map. It's my time, we taking it back. Already told you I just learned to react. I'm a people, soldier, wearing purple and black.
All right, welcome back to No Bull Spit. I am DJ Rome.
OldManPop here.
Indeed. That was one hell of a way to start the show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Start off great. Just like his whole week's been.
Shitty situation?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to start off by something funny I read.
Okay.
Rapper Drake.
Yeah.
So, years ago, there was a video that circulated with a group called Dipset. Okay, hip hop group from New York. And they told stories of, how they would, meet females, take them back to the hotel room, do what they do, go to the bathroom, rip the Jimmy off, throw it in the trash. They'd go back in the bathroom, and the girls were trying to, take the condom and impregnate themselves with it, right? So, Drake got caught in a similar situation. Okay? The similar situation had a twist to it. So he met a female at a club. They went to a hotel, made sure he got consent and all that good shit. They did what they did. He went to the bathroom, took the Jimmy off, tied it up, threw it in a trash can. Girl then went to the bathroom, said, she had to get herself together. All of a sudden, Drake heard a scream. So what happened was the girl took the condom out and went to impregnate herself with Drake's babies, and he put hot sauce in the condom.
That hurt.
So Drake's reasoning is, use hot sauce to kill the babies, right? But now she's trying to sue him because she had burns on her chucha.
But what can they charge him with is the odd part. She's stealing from his trash can.
Yes, and
then what she's going to use it for could probably be some sort of blackmail, entrapment.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, what this reminds me of? The first guy that had that best lawyer in the world that went to McDonald's, got a cup of coffee and sued for how much money? Because it was too hot.
Because it was too hot.
Really?
Well,
Give me a break,
that's like
man.
that's like the fucking people that will go to McDonald's. Remember the whole case? They went to McDonald's, 6 months straight, and they gained all this weight and health problems and all that shit.
It's a wonder you haven't seen this shit come up through COVID.
And then they try to sue McDonald's because they had health issues. Well, yes, it's McDonald's, Burger King, talk about that's all supposed to be like
that's when they had to start putting all the calories and stuff on the menus.
So, but that's all supposed to be like a treat. You're not supposed to be, your daily intake is, all this fattening food. It doesn't matter if you go to the gym for 4 hours a day. If you eat McDonald's 3 times a fucking day, you're clogging some shit. Yeah. Okay.
I remember seeing a guy. It's just I probably didn't go along with it, but he had this record of 2 years of having at least one Big Mac every single day.
Yeah, it was called.
If that's what you want to live for, though.
It was they did a series about this. It was called Super Size Me.
Yeah.
Remember the guy breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I think it was for a year. He ate it straight, and at the end of the year, he went to the doctors. He gained a substantial amount of weight.
I bet.
And
his numbers had to be great.
And he had artery blocks and stomach issues. Well, yeah, obviously.
I don't get people sometimes.
What, artery blocks?
No. Just that's an overindulgence of that kind of food. It's
exactly. It doesn't matter. Anything. Too much of anything is bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is.
Except water. Probably the only thing.
I mean, I'm sure if I don't know, waterboarding.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm pretty sure like again,
Don't
too
put
much.
a sheet over hit my head and turn me upside down. That ain't gonna
You know
work.
what I mean? Like there's too much of anything.
Yeah.
I mean, but that can go for anything. Too much, fast food. You're gonna get fat. You're gonna have health issues. Too much soda. You're gonna have high sugar.
Just sugar, anything sugar.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Too much of anything is bad. But no, it's mind
Too
blowing.
much TV.
Too much TV.
Hey. Yeah. Doesn't stop.
Well, let's see. What they used to tell you? Back up from the TV, or it's gonna damage your eyes. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but I do know if you stare at a computer for long enough in a day, your eyes will be blurry as hell when you take your eyes off the computer. Same thing with the phones.
I don't know how people can do it all day long.
Well,
The way they stay on these things, I just...
So what they did for my wife is because, as a nurse, she's constantly staring at a screen, putting orders in and all that good stuff. So what another nurse told her, and she went and bought them, and it helped. They're called blue glasses.
Oh, yeah? Like the orange ones and stuff?
Yeah, so
Just different tint?
No, you put them on, and it kind of eliminates the blue light that comes from a computer screen. So you don't get that effect that you would if you didn't have one, I guess. I mean, I don't know too much about them, but that's kind of the gist of it that I got.
But they help her.
Yeah, they did.
That's
100%.
still use them.
Because she would come home with headaches and all kind of stuff just from staring at a screen all day.
Yeah.
And now that she's in the position she's in now, that's what she does. She stares at a screen and on the phone all day long. So, yeah, too much anything is fucked up. There's a dog in our studio. You can't even hear it.
I hear it somewhere.
Fair
It must
enough.
be. It's got to be outside. Because it ain't mine.
It ain't yours.
No, they're gone. They went on vacation, didn't come back.
Bastards.
Yeah, ain't it?
How the hell they get a vacation?
I don't know.
So, got some good news.
Yeah.
So,
I think I know what it is.
yeah,
Go
I think
ahead,
you might.
enlighten me.
So, I actually before that. So, not too much detail, but last night I had the privilege of DJing Jimmy's Famous Seafood's employee party.
Right.
I need better friends. Okay? I need better friends. John and Tony do some shit. They're the owners of Jimmy's, for those who don't know. They do some shit that I've never seen any company do. Okay? So, on a daily basis, they make a lot
They're
of...
not for one or two people, for everybody
Well,
in there.
think about it. So, to close for 15 minutes,
Yeah.
they're losing a couple hundred. To close for hours, they're losing multiple thousands of dollars.
But they closed the whole place down.
The whole place was
and
closed.
you're talking like 4 venues in one.
Yeah,
They shut it all down. I
Well,
thought they might shut 1 or 2
no.
down, but they shut the whole
Well,
thing
they
down
shut everything down because they wanted every employee to be able to
Before-
enjoy themselves.
before their prime dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Dinner time.
Yeah.
Evening time.
Yeah.
This is big time for them.
I mean, when I pulled up to the in the parking lot, there was people trying to get regular customers trying to get in.
Yeah.
That just goes to show you to pay attention to social media when it comes to businesses. Keep current. Definitely go and add Jimmy's Famous Seafood. You'll see a lot of good stuff they do. But boy, it was...
Talking about more stuff they got coming out this year.
Yeah, they mentioned some things. They gave away amazing awards.
Oh, God, yeah.
Man, they did one that I literally almost got off my DJ area and to get down there because I wanted to try to win it. I knew it. So they what they did is they had all the employee of the months for 2021.
So it was 11 people.
No, there's 12.
No, it was 11. If I'm not mistaken, it was 11 because the 12th is going to be the winner for the whole year. I think that's the way, because they only brought 11 people up. I think that's the way they did
No,
it.
there was only 11 because
Maybe
one wasn't
somebody...
there.
Okay.
So it was 11.
All right.
But it was 12 total. So, number one, so then they had a drawing. They had a host from 98 Rock was there.
Yeah.
And he pulled a name. And so what the winner was going to receive was a really nice, big, smart TV, which was awesome.
Yeah, you thought that was the gift.
I thought that was it. Yeah. No, man. John's connections with Pepsi, his partnership with Pepsi has been amazing. And what Pepsi did is Pepsi sweetened the deal like, holy crap. 2 tickets to Universal Studios in Florida. What?
Then you gotta pay your way to get down there.
Nope. John and Tony said on top of that, they're going to pay for the hotel, rental car. I don't know any companies that does that. Any. I mean, fucking shit. Anybody that does that. I mean, airfare is not that expensive, but I know that I know rental cars right now are ridiculous. I know hotels right now, especially in Orlando, by the Universal Studios, are probably astronomical.
Yeah, it's a lot of money for the whole thing, and plus they got to give them time off.
Right, and and they lose an employee for a week.
Yeah,
but then it pays to attend.
It would have.
So the hosts from 98 Rock pulled. Of course, it's Jimmy's, right? So they used
seafood restaurant.
It's a seafood restaurant. So they had names on crab mallets. Of course, right? The first one he pulls, the employee is not there.
And you'd figure, we're gonna wait. He won it. That's it.
Nope. So the host, one of the hosts from 98 Rock, I can't remember his name. Was that Spiegel?
I think so.
He was like, well, he's not here. Fuck it. And threw the hammer. And you should have saw John's face. John was like, oh my God.
Not just John. I think it was the whole crowd.
Yeah, they were like, holy crap. Is this really happening? And he drew another hammer.
Yeah, he did.
And the guy who actually won.
He was at the game with us, wasn't he?
Not only was at the game, but he kind of, when they have private parties in that hall, like he kind of takes lead on those. Like, he makes sure everything goes accordingly. So it's awesome that somebody that works so hard, gets that. And it was, it wasn't just he gets to go. It was him and a +1 gets to go on this trip.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to fork out the money for an extra person to go. It's already covered. But, yeah. It pays to participate, baby. That
would have been a nice...
Oh, my God.
You come back to work and heard you won it and you didn't win it. Man, that sucks. It is, like you said,
it is what it is.
Yeah. I hope it was nothing really bad that he could missed it for.
Right, that's I think that's kind of what went through John's head as he was like, "Oh shit," because you never know what's happening in people's personal lives.
Oh, you don't.
So whatever it was, I hope it was worth it. But
he gave out a lot of awards too.
Yeah.
And the first one surprised me.
Talk to me.
Blake next door, his dad, Kenny, worked there for years. Used to be the host. He has been working there. And Sunday I was going to say something to John and ask him if he asked him to come to the party. And I forgot. I got sidetracked with some other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so weird because we were sitting there, and when he brings the statue up, I seen Kenny's name on it. They're big glass.
Oh, they were nice.
They were beautiful.
They were not cheap
They
joints.
weren't Joe's trophy shop down the street. No. These were great. They were beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen his name on there. And even though he's been retired now for almost a year, they named an award after him and gave him an award.
Yep.
It will forever
be named. That award will forever be named
in
his honor.
How
That's
can
awesome.
you beat this kind of stuff?
Well,
it just makes everybody want to work a little bit harder to me all year long.
If I had to guess, it had to be at least 10, 12 awards.
At least a dozen.
I mean, and they were good ones.
Because they would bring 2 or 3 back at a time a lot of times. They keep bringing them back from up front where they showed them when you walked in.
Well, what sucked is the first, like, I don't know, at least 4 people that won awards.
The first 3, I think, that weren't there.
None
of
them. You heard what John said, I didn't pay all this money for this, Thanks for coming.
But then you didn't have one miss after that. I don't think it was anybody.
Nope, then it was
right
through.
away, and it was, how you got to get into
Can we just talk about something, though?
Yeah.
Listen, Tony.
Yeah.
So, a good amount of the staff is Hispanic.
Yeah.
So, John's up there talking and doing awards, and, some of them don't speak a lick of English at all. So, Tony, who is John's brother, the co-owner, went on Google Translate and did
the whole speech.
The whole speech in Spanish, which felt like it took freaking forever. I mean, literally, it felt like he was up there for like 20 minutes compared to the English version he stated. You know what I mean? But he did that because the winner was someone that was Hispanic. And I even said to John, because John was standing next to me, I was like, that right there shows how much you guys care.
About everybody, not one person.
Right.
They care about everybody.
Like the fact that Tony took the time to not only run through everything, put it on Google Translate, and practice his best to say it. Like you guys should have saw like the reaction of the Hispanic crowd. Like they were like so excited and shocked that he was speaking Spanish. John and Tony are Greek.
Yeah.
Like English is their second language. And Tony just made a whole third one. And he did well.
Yeah, wasn't bad.
His pronunciations,
real fluent, everything was pretty
good. His pronunciations of the
I was surprised.
Hispanic words were said correctly. So dude, I thought that was great.
Been a long week already. Probably Sunday.
Yeah.
The tailgate and the game.
Yeah.
We had a pretty good weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you kind of forgot that because Tuesday night.
Yeah.
That was a big day. I mean, that started at 8:00 in the morning.
And I will say this publicly. And John, if you're watching, I mean this with every piece of me. That band was fucking awesome Sunday. That DJ sucked.
Yeah.
Tell him to battle me. I don't care.
We need somebody better like Shaq. That would be a battle.
That would be yeah.
But
we'll get into that conversation off.
Then that was the last tailgate. That since we're out, it's till next year.
But no, listen,
they're great, man.
that band. I don't even know who the band was. I'm gonna have to look it up. But that band was the shit. Listen, when a band, first of all, the guy
didn't look like he was going to be able to belt that stuff out.
He looked like as if he was from the Bronx, New York. White guy, by the way. The Bronx, New York, but not living there in a house. Maybe he was homeless. Like long, greasy hair, baggy pants, and some Timbs. He started the whole thing off rapping Biggie. I was like, Terrell Suggs was like, holy shit, what the hell? Like, seriously? I mean, and he hit certain songs that his voice should not... No man's voice should be able to do.
Yeah.
But he had a really nice range. So I was very impressed with that. Like I said, DJ's energy.
I
feel like this is at least, and I'm being biased, whatever. But this is the first because I DJ'd a couple.
No, but you know how it works, and the band would get done. The DJ should already be there and kind of blend him right in.
Yeah, but
as the band, and this guy wasn't always there. That was a bad thing on his behalf.
Agreed, but here's the thing. I might be being biased, right?
Yeah.
But I know, based on what people told me, even people that are higher up at Jimmy's told me that my energy, it was hard for the DJ to keep, the band to keep up with my energy, right?
It's not called keeping up. It's called continuing.
But no, but it is. So you can't have a DJ playing upbeat stuff and like that one band that was sounding like a fucking wedding party, a wedding band. It was just, right?
Yeah, we say this, but there's been so much good stuff.
Hold on, listen.
This is only like 2 things out of 6 tailgates.
No, I'm not. Listen to me. What I'm saying is, the fact that the band outshined the DJ by a million.
Yeah.
I mean, really. No, we want to talk about positives. Terrell Suggs was there. Who else was there? Ray Rice was there.
Yeah, Ray's there a lot.
Yeah.
Was it Humphreys?
Humphrey was there.
He was there. I think there was somebody else too. I can't remember.
Was it Mosley?
Was he? No,
I'm pretty sure.
he's not there anymore.
I'm pretty sure he was there.
I don't know. About
And then
that
they
one.
had the guy from Baltimore City, JR or something like that. The black guy who, I think his name is Mosby, JR Mosby or RJ Mosby. I don't know, but the one that helped them do the Famous Fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Helped start it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. No, as positives, dude, we could be here all day, all night with the positives of the Tailgate.
Oh God.
Listen. Between entertainment, the incredible fucking food. I
The
mean,
music, I don't care what it's just nonstop from the minute you get there to the
it
minute
is,
you leave.
and that's something. Listen, I'll be completely honest. There was one.
And this is big stage stuff.
Yeah.
This isn't little sit on the side.
No, there was one tailgate that I did with a band. The band was supposed to start, so the band was up there. So I figured, okay, I'll come off the stage. And they're such like John and Tony are such perfectionists. Like everything has to fucking hit, right?
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. I'm not knocking, right? But the band didn't start. Like they were just sitting there talking, and you know, Tony came up to me. He's like, "What are you doing? Like play music." I'm like, "I'm not up yet. It's them." He's like, "Please go up there and play something until they start playing, or I'm gonna lose my mind." No problem, Tony. I went up there and started playing. And as soon as the third freaking note hit, they started playing. But hey,
Try to make them happy.
Tony's the boss.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him what he wants.
Yeah.
But dude, I gotta say, I am extremely appreciative and honored by them that they allowed me to be a part of that. Especially like the Chase Rice. I wasn't even on the card for that.
That was a great one.
I wasn't even supposed to be there.
That was another
John
great
hit me and was like, "Hey, this is happening. I want you there."
And we had the best seats in the house for that, but your daughter and her girlfriend,
My niece,
your niece,
dude,
they had the best seats in the house.
man, I don't think Maylin has stopped smiling.
Since then.
Yeah.
Probably ain't washed that shirt either.
No, she better fucking not have. But you know, that's I wouldn't be able to have the opportunity to do that for my princesses, and that's what I call my princesses. If it wasn't for John and Tony allowing me to be a part of that.
Yes.
So I definitely am very appreciative of that. I can't go into too much detail, but I know that there's announcements coming already for next year's. Some big ones.
That'd be cool.
Some big ones that are big enough to make me feel like I need to drink before I go on stage. Let's just put it that way. I'm not gonna say too much. You know, it is what it is. But
They'll see.
you guys will see.
Just gotta put it on your Facebook. They post stuff every day.
Yeah, man. Definitely join the Jimmy's Facebook.
Yeah.
And the Jimmy's Famous Tailgaters. That's where
That's a separate. Yeah.
yeah, that's separate, and that's the group that you definitely want to be a part of, because there's gonna be some announcements coming out that's gonna blow y'all's fucking minds.
And just think, it's only Wednesday, and we had those 2 days. Plus, we had. Don't forget, we were
Yeah,
at
Fridays and
Sylvester's
Sylvesters.
Friday.
Yeah.
Because with the holidays, things got kind of with the holidays falling Friday and Saturday, things got changed up.
Yeah,
Where you'd be playing or where you
which,
would be.
Which I was fine with.
No,
Because
it was
you give that break. You know,
Yeah.
that's needed, right?
you did I did you needed it.
Oh,
Well,
you just needed me.
yeah, you got sick on me, so that made it even worse. So, but
But now we went through all that. My good news.
that's where we started.
That's where we started this, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm just saying it's been a pretty good week, and we ain't done yet.
it's been a hell of a week.
It's like we get a day off in between everything, and then we got to do it again Friday.
I'm good with it.
Good.
I like that. My pockets like that.
I'll bet.
And
Pocket's gonna like it even more.
yeah, so I've been trying to get this job for a hot minute. A hot minute. It's one of those career jobs, not one of those I'm gonna work here until I find something better type jobs.
Yeah, it's not McDonald's.
It's not McDonald's. I couldn't work at McDonald's. I'd eat everything, but and try to sue. Not gonna put where I'm gonna be working because but it's a great salary, great benefits, and it's gonna do very well for my family.
Yeah, and you.
And yeah, but it's for my family.
Yeah, but it's your peace of mind.
It
Take
is.
care of your family.
It is 100. Yeah,
You're gonna feel so much better. Take care of your family.
Mentally, it's very good for me.
Sure.
Financially, it's really good for my wife. She got a shopping problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told her that the other day. I was like, if I got $12 in my pocket, somehow you found something that cost $11.99. Appreciate the penny. She's not. My wife's not high maintenance, but she likes nice shit. So
Nothing wrong with that.
she's mid maintenance. How's that?
Yeah, she's fine.
She is. Oh, she's fine.
Yeah.
I like her a little bit. But
Yeah, you keep saying it.
yeah, I keep proving it too. But so I have I woke up this morning. I knew it was coming. You speak things into existence, right? That's what they say. And I've been speaking on it. Let's just put it that way. And
on the trail to get there, it's been a couple highs and lows.
yeah, I mean, I
where you thought you were going to land and you didn't.
nope, I fell on my face.
And we talk about everything's for a reason.
And
You wouldn't be in this position if it wouldn't have been. And this is better position.
oh, it's a damn good position.
Yeah. Sometimes you're better off. I'd rather be lucky than good. But it takes both to get that.
Yeah.
So.
But it's funny because I was talking to the talent acquisition person.
Didn't even know they had one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All big companies have them now.
I
That's a whole
haven't worked.
that's a whole department. So regular people ain't got to deal with that shit.
It's been a decade and a half since I worked.
You old motherfucker.
Yeah, I know.
But listen, so her name's April, and when she called me yesterday, she's like, "Look, it's yours. You got the job. We're sending over an offer letter. You'll probably see it tomorrow. Your immediate boss, I guess, told me to cancel all other interviews that she had lined up." I was like, that's how you make a fucking impression.
Yep.
I mean, dude, I had to go through.
They found what they want.
I had to go through 5 rounds of interviews. I mean, with different people. It was a lot, but I stuck to it, and that's what I harp. That's what I harp on with my kids, man. Like, things are so easily, accessible, right? Like, when I say that, I mean this, right? My daughter's 13. She'll be 14 next month. And all she sees on TikTok and Facebook and all that is the fucking OnlyFans. Girls set up an account and they post pictures of themselves naked or playing with themselves, blah, blah, blah. And, people subscribe to it for like $10, $20 a month or some shit like that. And they keep, they make videos and they subscribe to it. For $20 a month, you get to see all her nakedness and shit. Like, there's people in there that has made millions of dollars.
Yeah. Just
by selling pictures of their body and videos of them doing shit. And I worry about shit like that for my daughter because it's such easy money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say that if I wasn't a female and had a nice fucking body, I wouldn't do it. Shit, why not? You use what you got to get what you want, right? But
yeah, I get it.
I would fucking murder my daughter. And that's on the World Wide fucking web. I will murder my fucking daughter. Because I want her to have higher standards than that. Not that I'm knocking anybody that's done it, but I want my daughter to get her path and her way here, and not here.
You want to make sure too it's not like a self-esteem thing.
And a lot of that is.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, 90%. I mean, think about
Some of them are you don't know what the situations are. Some of them just might be wanting.
Listen, if you go through TikTok and you see the females and what they do just for views and likes.
Sometimes I don't look at TikTok.
Well, but I'm saying, like, you know, Facebook, same way. Like girls that, you know, and guys for that matter.
Yeah.
You know, they'll post, you know, their chest all oily and shit because you know, you get all this attention from it. You know, girls will post like their cleavage where it's like damn near at the areola. You can see a little bit of, you know, pink or brown or whatever the hell color the areola is, just enough, and they'll get like fucking like, you know, 1 million views. It's a sort of word I'm looking for. It's a immediate satisfaction thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They might have been an ugly duckling when they were younger, and now that they've grown and blossomed, you know, that they're getting attention. And that, don't get me wrong, I'm sure that feels amazing. But for example, they did an interview with Kim Kardashian. Okay. Right?
That's a family that's done anything and everything to get famous.
Literally.
Yeah.
And the interviewer said, so what is your most cringiest thing that you're scared of your kids finding out? And she's like, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what mine is. Right? And, you know.
But it's like they share it. They don't.
Well, her sex tape, right?
Yeah.
With Ray J. And that's what, you know, this, you know, cringiest thing is she's worried about her kids finding out. And that's, for me, that's kind of what I'm talking about. Like, let's say, you know, you have a single mom, right? She has to do what she has to do. She does her OnlyFans or Pornhub or Tube8. I mean, I don't know all the channels. I know a couple. Whatever. But she does videos or pictures, whatever. Once it's on the internet, it's on the internet. I mean, there's no coming off of the internet. And your kids grow up and see that. Right? Yeah. Or even worse, your kids' friends.
Oh yeah, that's even worse.
See that.
That's worse.
So now let's say you're in high school. Those pictures are still on the internet somewhere. And it ain't hard to find anything you fucking want. Your kids' friends see it. They're no longer your friends. They're your mama's friends. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody at your schools will be like, I know what your mom's pussy looks like. I know what your mom's titties look like. Oh my god. That is the definition of emotional damage. I know.
Yeah.
I know I kind of went off the wall with that one, but it's true, man. It really is.
We always start one place and end up somewhere that had nothing to do with it.
Nope.
Ain't nothing new about that.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
But that's my thing. It's like, you know, unfortunately, you gotta think about everything. Everything I do right now can and will affect my children. Emotionally and psychologically. I snapped on my oldest son the other day because for some reason his patience with DJ, the little one, he doesn't have it. DJ is 4.
Yeah.
He does nothing but talk. Like, since he learned how to say 5 words, he has not shut up. And don't get me wrong, it's frustrating.
The questions too.
No, he doesn't ask any questions. The only thing he'll ask is, can I have some juice? Can you give me some juice? Give me a drink. Other than that, he just talks. Like, he has so much, like, knowledge in his little brain that he just has to get it out, And he's 4. Bing, 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 bing. So I get the frustration. But, you know, Christopher, and he loves Christopher. Like, he wants to be just like him. That's his best friend in the world.
Yeah.
But Christopher's patience isn't there, right? So Christopher, like, went dumb on him the other day. Like, like, I had, like, a fucking twitch. And I went up and grabbed him by his... I was like, why are you talking to him like that? And like, I pulled him into the room. I was like, do you realize that little man looks up to you more than he looks up to me? Like, he wants to be just like you, and he's your best friend.
Yep.
And something clicked in Christopher's brain. And he was like, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. And, you know...
It don't sound like... Chris is a good kid.
Chris is a fucking
Very good
phenomenal kid.
Yeah.
I have been blessed with really good children. Nicole, and I give all that to Nicole. 100%. She is the guider and the nurturer. I am just the person to put a foot in her ass when they need it.
Yeah.
That's my job. I'm the dad. That's what I do. Unfortunately, it also makes me the bad guy, which sometimes sucks. But
It's okay.
I also am the favorite, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I'm the one that's on their ass all the time, and they still come to me for everything. That's a winning dad. Okay. By the way, on Friday, we're going to the courthouse for the
Take
file for the adoption,
Yeah.
which I'm very excited about.
That was a Christmas gift.
That was the greatest fucking Christmas gift I've ever received in my life.
Yeah.
Um,
And I was there. I was lucky to be there.
yeah.
Cole called me to come.
But
We talked about that last week.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah.
my biggest thing is, it goes back to what I was saying. So you're everything you do. Your kids are sponges, dude. Kids are sponges. They see,
suck everything up.
they
man.
see and hear and collect everything.
And you think they forget?
Man, they don't forget, and nor do they not hear you. They don't hear you when you're talking directly to them.
Yeah.
But when you're talking around them, they hear it. If you're doing something wrong, they see it. And as soon as they see that, okay, well, daddy
And this
or
is where they learn stuff. That's
daddy or mommy, whatever, did this, so it's okay.
yeah.
Well, it's not. There's shit that I see parents do, and they're almost like they're programming their kid to be a piece of shit like they are. When I'm if I make it to 70, 80 years old, my biggest accomplishment is going to be my kids.
Oh, it's got that's your legacy. I don't care what
It
they
is
say.
because I am interested to see how my kids deal with their kids. I really am. I'm interested to see that. I'm interested to see, number one.
I don't have to go far to see that.
No, hey. But I am. I'm interested to see how that works. Like, I know Brooke's gonna be my little mommy. Like she's been taking care of herself since she could. Like, knee high. You climb up on the cabinet to get shit. I see the same thing in DJ. Like he is self sufficient. If he has a juice, he has a snack, he has his tablet. Sometimes I forget he's even in the fucking room. Christopher, self sufficient. Comes out, gets a drink, maybe a snack, goes back to his room. Like, I'm interested to see how they're gonna deal with it because like I said, I have good kids, but there's times that they're little assholes.
The kids.
And how are they gonna deal with them being a little assholes?
It's just like when we were coaching football. You know.
I went to strangle them all.
Yeah, and maybe that's the good part about me being older because I get it with these kids and they're so honest, they're so fucking cool to be around. I love them kids. They just have this mindset and they look up to you, and you just enjoy being there every week.
100%.
I'm so glad when you got me to start doing that shit.
You know,
I haven't done it for years.
Spring's starting.
Yeah, we already talked about that. And,
But
that's,
I don't know,
and that's good for my time. That helps carry my time out.
My biggest goal in life is for my kids to be successful.
I remember growing up, like sports. One thing I can go back and look at is some of my coaches. Because I've always had this feeling, your father can teach you so much. And you can look up to your father so much. But there's like sports and whatnot that you need a good coach.
100%.
There's just a different perspective from that to the way you look at them. And then you can get your father's adulation if you're good at the sport or whatever. If you just play hard. If you just go.
Well, like for me, I know this year is going to be my last time coaching DJ.
Yeah.
For football. Because, number one, he needs to learn to listen to somebody else. Right?
And that's what I think part of that is. Just respect, too.
Yeah.
You got to get respect.
Listen, I'll tell you this, man. His bus driver for pre-K loves him. He gets on a bus every morning. Good morning. Gets off the bus. have a great day. Like, this is things that she calls and tells us. Like, drops him off at, he only goes to school half a day, but drops him off and says, hope you have a great rest of your day. This kid is 4. He's 4. Which says to me, we're doing some shit right.
Yeah.
Like, is he a wild child?
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
But he's 4.
He is psychotic sometimes. I don't know where he would get this from. I don't know if you have any ideas. Definitely his mother, right?
I don't think so.
What are you trying to say?
I'm not saying anything.
You're saying it without saying it. It's cool.
I ain't pointing a finger either.
Oh, you motherfucker. But no, man, that means we're doing stuff right.
Yeah.
Christopher, we'll go out to eat, man, and he'll tell the waitress or waiter, thank you very much. May I have if he needs a refill, may I have a refill? You know what I mean? So inside the house, they always say the kids are a reflection of their parents, but not in the house, out the house.
Yeah, when you're not around.
Yeah.
When they might go spend their first weekend away with their friend or something in front of their parents, and their parents actually see how they actually are. Not the little show that they might put on, but how they actually are.
Dude, Brooke has some friends. Big money friends.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, big money friends, which I'm glad that she gets to see, because she gets to see what she could have if go to college and get a good job and excel in life. I'll tell you something that fucked me up. I think it was last weekend before last, and this is when I told you I was going through my shit.
Yeah.
Right before the job came through.
Yeah.
Like, it got me emotional. That's how bad it was. So we dropped her off at her friend's house. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, the house didn't end. I'm like, there's Mercedes in the driveway and a G-Wagon, Mercedes next to it. I'm like, jeez, we are not even in this class of people. Didn't say that to her, but shit. I leave, pick up the next day. She done got her nails done and all kind of shit. And I'm like, damn. I said, would you take money with you? She goes, yeah, but they didn't. I asked if they wanted me to pay for it. They said no. Like, they took her to go get, like, to a spa day and shit. And I got emotional about that. Because, shit, I can't even take my child to go on a spa day right now.
Much less her.
Not
and her
yet.
friend. Yeah.
It's coming. But not much, right. Can't take my daughter. I definitely can't take my daughter and her 3 fucking friends to go get their nails done. Like, that, I was like, damn.
Won't be for long.
It won't be.
Nah.
But, that I felt like, damn, I'm fucking failing. And I told you my biggest fucking, what scares me the most in my life is failing. Like, and
we talk about
I
that.
felt like a fucking failure. I felt like I am letting my fucking family down. That's why when I got this fucking phone call, Pop, I'm not gonna lie to you. I swear to God, I got off the phone with the girl April, boy. I had, like, it was the biggest weight off my shoulders. Like, I literally started bawling my fucking eyes out.
But it's different.
It's
joy.
Oh
it's joy.
my God. It was what it was.
It's like you exhale.
It was like, okay, things are about to get better. And listen, this show here, we put it all out there. Like, we put our personal lives all out there, and if you judge me, you judge me. It is what it is.
It's all right.
But I did, man. I felt horrible. So when I got that phone call, and I know what this job is going to do for my family and and myself mentally, like, it was uncontrollably crying. It was.
It's just all the emotions built up inside of your body for all this time.
It finally just came out like a cloud when it.
And a lot of that lately.
When, a cloud when it keeps getting condensation finally breaks, Like that's what it was. I finally broke, but I broke in a positive manner, which was nice, man. I'm excited to start this new job. Me and my wife figured out together how much we're gonna be making, and I was like, holy shit!
Ain't it?
Like, I told you before, I have a very old.
I just
mind
hope
frame.
it makes everything easier. That's all.
It should.
It should, but if you
like,
don't let it stress you out.
Like I said, somehow I'm making more money in a less stressful environment.
Yeah.
Which is incredible, because I know what I'm getting paid now. You know, they do yearly raises plus bonuses. Like, shit, 3 years, I can clear 6 figures.
Yeah.
I never in a million years would have thought I'd be saying that out of my mouth, that I would even be anywhere near 6 figures. You know what I mean? So that's I mean, no, it's gonna be a light, and I have a plan, dude. I have a plan, and
It's only a 4-letter word.
yeah. But,
Just saying.
But goddamn, it could be.
It's nice to know where you want to go. Where not you, both of you.
Yeah.
Where yous want to go.
But that's the thing though, and my wife proved that going to Alabama.
Yeah. Oh, she followed you like anything. She didn't have to go.
No.
She could stay here with the kids.
That probably wouldn't have worked out, but no, like with Alabama,
When you came back,
I told her,
here.
Yeah, I told her, I got this opportunity, and she's like there was not even a second guess. She was like, let's do it. So, I know what my wife wants, right? So I can integrate that with what I want, and not just what we want, but what we need, and make it happen.
Yeah.
Like, I have a plan, boy, and it's going to... My
Can
plan.
you imagine being some other people, too? Because you got to think. You got a side thing with the DJing.
Thank you for clarifying that, because if my wife's watching, she just got upset real quick.
Well, that's the stuff you do. No, but at least you got something to carry you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine not having anything?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
And then go through that same deal?
Listen, that's why... That's why the love of music that I've always had has always been my first love, because it's always had my back. When I am fucking down to the bone, like fucking 12 cents left in my pocket, that's when the universe kicks in. It's like, look, my phone rings, they need a DJ. I mean, it's...
Sometimes it comes at the weirdest times when you really need it.
When I really need it. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, since we've been back, like I told you before, since we've been back to Maryland, it's been a fucking struggle.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's been a struggle. It's
And hopefully that's getting ready to change.
financially and mentally. The mental
one,
shit is
one
the
kind of
hardest.
loads off the other. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
The mental, but that's the thing though. Like, usually in relationships,
And a lot of time the whole relationship gets screwed up.
exactly. That's what
It
I was
gets
gonna
to
say.
that point.
Well, when you and your spouse are having financial issues, that puts what's the word I'm looking for, Pop?
Tension in between.
It puts tension.
Yeah.
And it does. You know,
a lot of it.
You're
And it can lead to a lot of bad things.
Well, you're up here, she's up there, both on edge. But me and my wife got through that shit, man. We don't, we always figure it out. We always deal with it.
Yeah.
And
that's our saying, man.
And somehow, some way, dude, and I don't understand.
Even when you don't believe it can happen.
Well, there is one slogan that I used with LKQ, and I actually had, it got to the point where I almost had a company come and use stencils and put it on the wall. Like, that's how much I used it, and how, like, people knew it was coming every time I was having a meeting. Like, because there was a lot of transition between the old plant manager that was there and me. Number one, I actually cared.
Yeah.
So, they were used to doing such low numbers, or hitting, their targets were so low that when I would change things to bring production higher or work easier so they weren't killing themselves doing the same damn thing, trust the process. Trust the process. Trust the process. And I would say that so much, and it's true. You have to trust the process. And unfortunately, this has been my process. My process has just been not fucking losing my goddamn mind. Because it's not hard. It's not hard to just sink and just fucking lay in bed all day and worry your sorrows and, you know, feel sorry for yourself and all that shit. And trust me, some days, dude, it was fucking hard. It's hard to even get the hell up.
Oh, I remember.
Like, what's the point? What's the point of me getting up and getting dressed? For fucking like a week straight, Pop, I was wearing sweatpants. I even told her, I said, God, I just want to get fucking dressed. I just want to wear a pair of jeans and a nice shirt and fucking go to work. You know what I mean? Like I hit a fucking low that I don't like myself feeling in. But between my goofy ass fucking 4-year-old that you don't have a choice but to laugh at, and my wife being the supportive wife that she is.
But you kept yourself doing a lot of shit.
You have to.
Some people won't. Like you say, they'll sit and just...
Pop, you have to. You have to, because like we started going back to the gym, and I've been hitting that fucking heavy. It's just, you gotta find something to fucking focus on and just run with it. I mean,
you gotta keep your mind occupied.
For me, it's my hands. I gotta keep my hands occupied. I know it sounds weird, right? But, you know, the idle hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. There's been times in these months that I'm like, I know I can go make a phone call, go get some shit, move some shit, you know, bring it back to the old mind frame, and be good for a little while.
Don't need that.
What the fuck happens if I get busted? Then I'm worth even less than I was before I was working a full-time job.
You're just going to keep compounding the problems.
That's it.
You're not going to be able to get out of one, much less the second, third, and fourth thing.
Exactly.
They're all going to add up, and they're all going to...
Quickly. And again, what good am I if I'm behind a fucking glass wall? A glass window? Like, what good am I? I would never allow my wife to come see me. Yeah. I would never allow my children to see me like that. I don't think orange is my color.
Sometimes you think it ain't going to come around. It's not going to work out. It's not going to...
Yeah.
And look, we deal with it.
And
things get better. You get through it. Somehow you get through it.
Yeah.
It's just, you got to have that mental outlook, man. Positive outlook. You got to have something there.
Yeah, just make sure you're hearing what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. I've done all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a couple times when I get hurt at work for, Christ, the one time it's 3 years.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But I'm saying I've been here when I would have to ask my wife to work doubles at her job.
Mm-hmm.
Because the insurance companies, they just cut you off and say they ain't going to give you a dime because there ain't nothing wrong with you. Well, I'm getting operated on. I'm getting operated on again, but there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick my hand up 3 inches from my side, but there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Mm-hmm.
And all they want you to do is go find another job somewhere, which you can't because you're totally screwed up. And they don't care what you lose,
mm-hmm.
whether it be your house, your wife, your family. They don't care about any of that.
Mm-hmm.
I just got so screwed up with this whole system we go through sometimes. It just ain't fair to these people.
Yeah.
It's really not. There's got to be a better way. How do you help people like that? And that's when I get tired of seeing our vets.
Mm.
I'm sorry. They've put so much out there, and it's like they're the last ones on the totem pole to get taken care of.
Man,
they're the biggest ones you see in the homeless. I'm
going to show you this video when we get off here, if I can find it. It's a guy doing like a showcase, poetry showcase, and that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the military. And I watched this shit. It's a little lengthy, maybe 7 minutes, 8 minutes and it's straight.
Yeah.
And I probably watched the thing 10, 11 times in a row. Because everything he says is dead on, and it brought that up. It was like, we're fighting we're fighting to come home and be homeless, and
Doesn't make sense.
it doesn't. Unfortunately, it's one of those things where you sign up when you're young.
And as soon as you come back and you serve,
Well,
then nobody wants you anymore, and they just
Well, you have the ideal that you're going to protect your country and you're fighting for your country,
you're going to make things better.
which unfortunately all you're really doing is fighting an agenda. And then once your services are no longer needed for one reason or another, you're kind of just pushed out and says, yeah, thanks for your service, and you moved on.
Yeah.
I would listen. I would absolutely love for him to set up a fucking program. I wish I had the funding and the backing and things to set it up. To set up a program that when you leave the military under honorable discharge and or medical discharge, which is still honorable, of course, you are in a 6-month program, right? You work hand in hand with the personnel. You have a 6-month service, and all we do is we set you up for success, whether it's finding companies that align with what your MOS was.
And it's you started to see a little bit of that.
Yeah.
But it was more some of these companies, I don't know if they were doing it just to say we did it, or
Like what? Wounded Warrior?
no, you'd see where we go after trying to hire vets.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll use that, but you just wonder if they really do, or if it's just a publicity thing.
Well, some actually do. Some are completely
some companies
owned
are
and operated.
Yes,
Like
some companies
they will only hire military
Yeah.
vets. Which Black Rifle Coffee, Black Rifle Company.
Yeah.
It's a coffee company. Strong shit too. I got some in my house. Don't try to go to sleep on that shit. They are veteran owned, veteran operated. Period.
Yeah.
They don't even have a cousin from the third mama that lives down the street by their uncle that fucking works there because they weren't in the military. So yeah, there's a lot that are, but then there's some that aren't, because what happens is if they hire a veteran, the state or the federal might kick some money to that company, which is shitty that they have some money to that company, which is shitty that they have to fucking do that.
Yeah, and you kind of look at and you see, like, if you deal with them, there's that crisis line because there's so many vets killing themselves every year.
Yeah.
This is just, how do we let this happen?
Here's the thing. So
Because why? They don't have jobs. They don't have
no, a lot of it.
PTSD.
A
Whatever
lot of
it
it
might
is
be.
PTSD, and believe it or not, a lot of it. Okay, so there's people that go to jail, right? Let's say they've been in jail 30 years. When they get out, they don't know how to live any other way than in jail.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't have to be 30 years. It could be 5 years. For 5 years straight, they have been getting up, doing this. That was. How do you? And I think that's the biggest thing that military personnel, when they serve and they get out, that is the biggest issue. It's the transition from here to there. If your MOS was you fueled helicopters, not really much you can do with that MOS outside, right? You could try to get a job at an airport, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's say you were a sniper.
Ain't too many of them jobs out there that I know of.
Unless you can join a SWAT team, I guess.
Yeah.
But we already went through how much bullshit it is to join a SWAT team. So how do you transition from that being your job? That was your MOS. That was what you did for 4, 6, 8, 10, 20 years. That was what you did day in, day out. That's what you did. How do you transition from that to civilian life and go, work at Home Depot? Like, how do you do that? Not to mention, if you have been in that long, you have built yourself up and earned yourself a high rank, right? if you're a master gunnery sergeant, man, you have put in work and you have earned that goddamn rank, and now your boss is, and you're, let's say you're 30 something, now your boss is fucking 20 years old.
Yeah.
And you gotta listen to this little fucking nerd who knows nothing about life.
Went to college.
Maybe. Probably not. But, you know, he got the job first, so they promoted him first. You gotta listen to this little motherfucker telling you to do this, this, and this, and this while he's sitting on his ass. How do you transition?
That's the tough part with these guys. You got so much you got to do.
Let's say you go and you never get married during your service. You're coming home to no one.
Yeah.
You're coming home without the support that you should have.
Could you imagine being away at war and coming back and for whatever reason, whether it's parents pass or husband or wife divorces you or leaves you or whatever, you didn't think you were coming home to no, but you end up and that's what you are. Man, what a shock. The biggest
and
how do you go from this?
Anybody in the military at any fucking branch can tell you this. The hardest part about being away is the unknown at home. So there is a such thing as called Jody. You ever heard of it?
No.
So a Jody is when you are away and your partner cheats.
Yeah.
She's a Jody. And there's a lot of that shit that happens.
Oh, I guarantee it.
A lot of it. When I went, so I told you the Army sent me down to Arkansas to get my GED. I had a girlfriend at the time, a mutual friend of me and my girlfriend's. And she's like, hey, I don't want to really stress you while you were there, but I figured I'll let you know so-and-so went somewhere with so-and-so and they did so-and-so. What? I called the girl I was with, no answer. Called the girl I was with, no answer. And that happens often.
Dear John letter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you got it. Unfortunately, there's an unwritten law, if you will. If you're away, whether it's military or prison, you're not really together anymore. Because shit's going to happen. There's going to be shit that you're not going to know about. What the hell was that movie? Jar.
Yeah.
So when they're all sitting there at rec, and they're going to put a movie on, and the movie is him, his wife fucking his neighbor. Like, he loses his mind. You see what I'm saying? That's an unstable situation. The Marines, unstable, because they're f***ed up now. Because they're like, they can't go home. They're all the way on the other side. I think that was the Gulf War. They're all the way on the other side, right? They can't do shit about that. So now they're constantly thinking about that. Until they get back home. Now they got to deal with that. Well, they've been fucking raging out for months, years.
There's a good music video on that, and I can't remember who it is, but the guy's coming home. He's on the bus, and they're dropping him off at his house, and he walks in the house, and his wife's upstairs in bed with somebody else, and he gets out of there, and he's all distressed as far as getting drinking, and it's just something you got to watch. It's so true to form. It is how it can just ruin a whole bunch of lives, not just one.
There was a movie. I think it was Jake Gyllenhaal was in too.
Yeah. Not brother, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the brother.
Yeah.
And his wife and brother started hooking up and all this shit. I mean, it unfortunately.
And they only write these movies because it really happens.
And I try not to be the dickhead of it, right? Because I have no doubt that men or women, whoever's deployed, their spouse probably gets lonely as shit. And their daily shit, they take care of the kids every day. They go to work, whatever it may be, and they get lonely. And I'm sure that's why at least 70% of this shit happens.
Yeah.
But don't get involved with somebody that's choosing the military if you can't handle it. We went way off on
Yeah,
that
you
one.
know what it
Jesus
is.
Christ, we went way off on
I
that
don't
one.
know where the hell that came from. But
Me either.
it did.
Jesus Christ, we do this, don't we?
Yeah, we always do it.
But nah, man. I think the biggest thing is the transition.
Yeah.
You know, they gotta. I would love to start a program and to connect one to the other, because military life, civilian life, it's not the same. Not the same. But there is money in everything, including including homelessness. Not of course, not for the homeless person.
And the bottom's always the bottom because of that. Because they're always left.
Mm-hmm.
They're used. They're abused. And by the people that say they're going to take care of them. They're the... What did they always used to call them? This
Deplorable?
Well, deplorables, but they... the way they would talk, snake charmers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they should go sell... Yeah, they should go sell cars somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
That would be better off. But how they can live after being like that, knowing what they do to people, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I don't...
I mean, but...
I've been blessed most of my life with not that way, but...
I mean, here's the other thing, though, Pop. It's some part the military and the government's fault, and some part it's the soldiers' part. Because it's not like you don't hear stories about this shit before you join. You know what I mean? It's just always that mind frame of, it won't be me. And you're right, it won't be until it is.
Oh, you think you got everything perfect.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could fucking handle your business. But, okay, take this into consideration. So the military pays ass.
Yeah, we know.
The military does not pay good.
That's not why you're there.
Right. Agreed. But you still have bills at home.
Yeah.
So let's say you have a wife, 3 kids, and you're making $2,000 a month, $3,000 a month. What is that really paying? So you come home, you're already behind when you're high intense fucking mind frame. So now you're just sitting on the couch. That's another part. They get bored. It's a mental thing, dude. It's mental. And I know that during transition of getting out, you're supposed to go to counseling and, you know, make sure that your mind isn't messed up. If it is, you got to deal with the VA. You know, the VA fucking.
I've dealt with them for years.
It's a fucking.
They're.
It's a joke.
It is.
It's a joke. We can talk about that all day.
No, because
all day.
No, because I was talking. I had politicians involved in stuff, and the VA, the people that run it, and they all tell you one thing, and it's so much bullshit that you have to go through with paperwork. They send you the paperwork, you fill it out. They take 8 weeks to look at it, and once they look at it, they say, "Oh, well, the paperwork's outdated." You sent it to me. How the fuck can it be outdated? But this is the shit you put up with, and it goes over and over and over again, and they're just. Why can't they get somebody to do a job that knows how to do the job, get the job done? They wouldn't be dealing with as many people because they would have fixed problems on the way. Their backload wouldn't be as big. You know what I mean?
I never understood. Now hear me on this. Okay? You have medics in the military. You have doctors in the military.
Yeah.
You have social workers in the military.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. And any job that's out in the civilian world, they have one for the military. Every fucking job. They have therapists. They have lawyers. I mean, they have fucking everything. Right? I never understood why the VA did not first offer these jobs to veterans. When they get out, we can get you a job here, and let's say you're guaranteed a job doing your trade for 4 years. 4 years. You're guaranteed. Okay, you just served for whatever years. You have 4 years guaranteed job to work towards what else you're working on to go to the next step. We're talking. I'm a firm believer the best therapist in the world. You cannot go to college and tell me the solutions to my mental issues if you've never been in my situation. Make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't understand why that wouldn't be an option. Now I know there's a lot of military person via VA. So that's cool, but why not give those jobs to the people that understand what the people are going through?
I mean, that's just like any kind of business to me, because I see it so much over the years of people something. They might start their kid out at the lowest point of the business, so they can learn every little aspect of the business all the way through it before they allow them to run it. Where you get some of these places now, oh, I just want to see what you learned in college, and I'm going to give you this job above the guy that's been working there for 20 years that knows it inside and out. And he's going to come in, and he or her, and they're going to show me some graphs on how they can save me this or save me that, but it doesn't make the business any better. I just don't understand how they can run this shit like that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. There's no common sense.
Now,
I think what we're going to get
so
to.
what it is, it's because, and this is just me, if you took the extra effort to go to college, that you're going to work harder than a person that didn't. Does that make sense? But at the same time, I go to fucking college. All my shit's based on experience, which I'll take any day of the fucking year.
There's certain jobs that, yeah, you're going to have to go to college, and you might have to be a grad student. You might have to be
biology, chemists.
Yeah, I don't want a doctor
professors
that didn't go to school. School to be able to. You got to find this balance to be able to have a job that you can enjoy and it work for you and your 100%. Family. When you find that balance, man, life gets so much easier.
Agreed.
Agreed. Why make life a bitch
I
and
agree
live like that every day and not want to wake up? And there's people like that every day.
Every day.
They won't try to start over. You know, they're afraid to start over again. They're afraid.
That's scary as shit.
Oh God, yeah. This environment.
But at the same time, yeah, you're right. You will have people that absolutely fucking hate their job. Hate it. It's miserable. But they will go where they have bills and a family to provide for. Which.
So they're forced.
Which I get.
Which they kind of are.
Which I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But if dude, I'm a firm believer in anything, whether it's your job, relationship, friends. I mean, what the fuck ever. If you're not happy with it, then don't do it, because it's going to show that you're not happy with it.
Yeah.
Your morale is going to be shit. What's going to have everybody around you's morale shit, which brings production to shit, which means that the company's going to be pissed. And you end up getting fired instead of having a backup plan. You know what I mean?
Yep. We got back to a plan.
Got back to a plan.
That big plan you got.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, see how it all works like that?
I think that might be the first time it ever went in full circle. Boom, baby! That's called progress. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I know.
Do that all the time.
Because you don't shut the fuck up. I'm pretty sure I talked most of this one. I'll take that one.
You usually do.
Do I?
Yeah, most of the time. Not all the time. It depends.
So I see the smoke coming out of your ear trying to think about shit, you know?
You won't wonder today after last night. Wow.
It won't be smoke.
Afraid to tilt my head. Liquid might come out. It might feel better. I don't know.
Recycle.
It's been a long day.
You recycle it.
Got a day off for the weekend, right?
That's right. Back at Sylvester's tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
No,
Friday.
Almost tomorrow. Couple hours it'll be tomorrow.
Couple hours.
Ain't gonna take long.
Nope.
So.
But as always, myself.
Got anything else coming up? We got Sylvester's coming up. That's all this weekend. We don't have anything else this weekend.
That's it. Yeah, just Friday's gonna be a big day.
Except for the big storm that's coming.
Well, Friday's gonna be a big day.
Why?
We're going to the courthouse.
Oh, yeah. Christ just told me and I forgot it. It is what it is. They get it. They listen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that is going to be a big day.
But dude, I'm so excited. You know, I it's weird. Even after all that, I still keep asking, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, but it's so nice that they have that in their own mind that that's what they want at that age.
Yeah.
How do you? It's got to be something you instilled in them. And I'm not telling you, because you hollered at her every day that say I want to be your dad, but no.
No. I mean, in her letter,
No, I think it just showed.
She mentioned something, and it was just that I've always been there for her.
Yeah.
You know,
Not used to it.
I've always filled that void that she had, even when her biological dad was alive. Like I you know, whatever. I'm not gonna talk ill about the guy, but you know,
Especially now.
You know, she didn't really have that, and I kind of stepped in and was like, hey, you know, I don't. That's a role I don't take lightly. Like dad, I don't take it lightly. And can't wait to see, you know, new name and
Yeah.
you know all that good stuff, and people stop calling her a wrong name. Even her name now, it's a weird one. People keep messing it up. It's easy. Like, see, that easy. I'm gonna make her life that much easier just by being able to pronounce her name.
There you go.
How you like that? So.
It'll all be good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You got a lot to be excited about this year. Look,
I'm telling you, dude. This year,
2 weeks in the year, and look.
This year feels different.
Yeah.
Something about this year, man. It just
even the COVID don't bother you now.
Fuck COVID, and everything that goes with it.
I wish everybody else feel like that.
I mean, if people would just, unfortunately, are people gonna die? Yes.
Oh,
people
I
die
know.
every fucking day. I know. People die every fucking day, though.
Yeah.
Right? So, it's got to hit to a point where it becomes herd immunity. And like I said before, back in the day, you're old shit. I'm sure you remember chickenpox parties.
Oh, yeah.
If you hit a certain age, you ain't have chickenpox yet, you went and hung out with the one kid that had fucking chickenpox at that moment so you could make sure you get it.
Yeah, I had them.
I had them. I got fucking chickenpox scars, you know, from scratching and shit. I got them here, I got them here, I got them on my eyelash.
I got them up here in my head.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because oatmeal baths, but you know it's got.
I remember sitting up in my parents' bedroom looking out. We lived in a row home looking at. God, it was terrible.
Because it was always the most beautiful fucking days.
You know, and nowadays you got the kids that are going. They don't care. They'll sit there and play their video games. Mm-hmm. Didn't know how good we had it. Yeah, what was the worst thing it was going to do? Rain like hell, and you go sit by the gutter, and where it was a foot deep, and you had a pool because you didn't have a pool in your yard. The shit we would do to
actually, the funny thing is, and if anybody's watching that's around my age, they will also agree. Okay, growing up, Usher was really big at that time, right?
Yeah.
And he had this music video where he like stand in water, he'd spin and flip, and it would make. It was raining. We were outside. Shit, we were Usher. Okay, button down, fucking do a little spin. Oh my god, it was so fun that but it's amazing how you could make something out of nothing every single day.
Yep.
Every single day.
We'd go over East Point behind the bowling alley and get an old big piece of cardboard in the summertime because you could go down the hills and crash into the wall.
Okay, I thought you were about to say you were going to be breakdancing. Okay?
Oh, shit.
I was like, whoa, Pop, we didn't have...
Then.
I say, we didn't have this conversation. Let me find out you popping and locking and shit. My God. Oh, I better say, you have to prove that one. I was about to put music on. You have to prove that shit. I want to see you spin. Jesus Christ.
Put me on my head.
Oh,
no,
my.
It ain't going to work. Might have felt like that a few times, but nah, that ain't going to.
Oh, that was good. Thank you.
Yeah.
But no, man, yeah, kids have a lot better. But, you know, if people would just.
And then again, in my day, you had so many mothers who were home.
Yeah.
You got everybody's two parents work.
Yeah. Can I tell you one of the biggest fucking mistakes that across the United States fucked up so bad. And I mean so bad. Because I remember them, okay? They might not have had them when you were in school, but I remember how awesome it was after school rec.
Yeah.
That was the greatest fucking program. It kept you busy, it kept you out the streets, it kept you, from in front of the TV, whatever. You go in there, you had other people to play basketball in the gym or shoot pool.
Summertime, the outdoor pools. And that's wear your ass out.
Patterson.
Yeah.
You can't go to Patterson now, it's full of piss.
Well, the park up there, Patterson Park, used to have them.
That's
and they
what I'm
used to
saying.
have that league up there that would keep everybody busy.
Yeah.
They had a little bit of people watch over them.
Well, Patterson Park used to be like fucking awesome. You can go. They had the pond up there. You can go fishing in, right? They had the ice skating ring.
Yeah.
I know they do.
Yeah.
They had the pool that was there right next to the
Yeah.
pool. There's basketball courts. They had tennis courts. Not that I was ever a tennis guy.
Somebody is.
Every time I drive past there, there's somebody fucking playing tennis. I'm like, where's it coming from?
Now they got this game called pickleball. I don't know how you play with a pickle, but
For real?
no, it's just pickleball.
I was like, what the fuck is that? That's a new one for me too.
No, it's just a different. It's like badminton gone ballistic.
Oh jeez.
No, it's not badminton. Ping pong.
Okay.
It's a ball with a paddle. You can't stand in. What the hell's that front section? The garbage. I forget. I started to look it
I'm gonna have
up.
to look that up.
No, it's really popular. It's really good. It's quick movements. It's kind of like tennis, but kind of like racquetball. So it's just a little bit
I'm
different.
gonna look that up because I'm not sure what the fuck you're talking about.
No, it's popular. It's popular as shit.
So-
I had somebody. We do all the election stuff, and the guy that helped run the elections, trying to get me to do it, 3-4 years ago,
Yeah.
and I just never had, for some reason, never had time.
Well, so the last time I was at Patterson Park, my brother played on the adult social teams, beer leagues.
Yeah.
And he needed an extra person. Like it seemed like almost every fucking needed an extra person for kickball. They played at Baseball Diamonds. That shit was awesome. I really enjoyed that. So, I obviously I'm not going to do it this year because football. We're doing football and all that stuff.
Right.
But I think the following year, I think me and Nicole are gonna join a adult softball team.
Look up his pickleball stuff.
Nicole are gonna join a adult softball team.
Look up his pickleball stuff.
Okay. Just something for her and
No,
I
I think
to
you'll
do
like
together.
it. I think it's really gotten to be pretty big.
Pickleball.
Yeah.
Pickleball. Let's see what the fuck you're talking about here.
It's cool.
So there's
And you can play it indoor or out if they have.
4 square pickleball. What in the actual fuck? So it is like tennis, but it's a lot smaller.
And that's why I say that the ping pong is,
The balls are bigger.
yeah, like a wiffle ball or something.
Yeah. Pickleball is a paddle ball sport that combines elements of badminton, table tennis, and tennis. 2 or 4 players use solid paddles made of wood or composite metals to hit a perforated polymer ball, much like a wiffle ball.
Yeah.
With 26 to 40 round holes over a net.
But there's like a block in front of the net.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to quit smoking before I try this shit. By the way, that's another goal I got for 2022.
Good. Wait a little bit, make sure you're set.
Yeah.
Get your stress level down.
But I need.
You got to be ready.
I'm fucking ready.
Shit, almost $10 a pack. I'd be ready a long time
No,
ago.
dude, I'm ready because I went to the gym the other day, and I did the row, right? And of course you gotta wear a mask in the gym now, which fucking sucks. But I did 4 sets of 30 on the row. But I had to literally push myself because that third fucking set almost took me the fuck out. I'm not, constant. I felt like I was gonna fucking die.
Yeah, but you're doing all that hard breathing with a mask on. That's got
That too. Yesterday, when I was down doing the tape, and G said something to me, I stood up so fucking fast, Pop.
get lightheaded.
It wasn't even that fast. I stood up. I almost fucking passed out. Like, I don't know if you saw. I put my back to the wall.
No, I heard you say it.
I was like, holy shit! Like I almost went out. Like it was like black, white, black, white, black, white,
Spots.
black, white. No. Like
No?
it was like somebody was doing this in my hand. One black hand, one white hand. Like it
That
was
ain't
like
good.
I was ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
But you know, I go up the steps and I'm out of breath. You know, it's just I fucking hate smoking, and I'm gonna stop this year. I have to stop. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I fucking hate it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't.
It'll be nothing but
I don't
good
like
for
the
your
cost of
family.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. There's nothing I like about smoking. I just gotta figure out how the medicine, the Chantix, and it was working, dude.
Did you see some of the side effects? Don't take that shit now.
Dude, I had the most fucked up dreams ever. I mean, ever. Just off the wall. So I gotta figure out something. You know, the biggest thing is when you're driving. You know, when you're driving, smoke a cigarette. You know, after dinner, smoke a cigarette. For me, taking a shit, I smoke a cigarette. It does. Believe it or not, smoke a cigarette while taking a shit, it helps.
Oh, when I worked, shit, I was 2.5 packs a day.
And that's the thing.
She used to hate because I'd get up and take a shower at 4:30 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And before I even got out of bed, I'd light a cigarette up just to think about what I'm going to do. Go in the shower, light another one up, let that water just spray on the back of my head and neck while I finish my cigarette, and then I put it
up top. I fucking remember that.
Yeah, and it would be 3, 4, 5 butts up there.
You want me to tell you want me to tell you why? Because you did it with this
the bathroom here.
the bathroom that we put together.
Yeah.
Because you did it then.
Oh yeah.
Because I remember her yelling at you for fucking doing it, and I did one.
Oh, one on majority box. And like usual, you don't live up to it.
I was like, oh shit. Because I did it and didn't think about it. It was the only one up there.
Yeah.
And I just put it up there. I was like, I'll remember to throw it out.
And you forget
because
you're wet.
Because I didn't know that's something that you did.
Oh yeah.
I went in the bathroom, smoked a fucking cigarette. I was taking a shit. I was done with my shit. Went, hopped in the shower, started, and I wet it and set it up there. And she fucking went off on you. And I was like, well, maybe I threw mine away. Maybe he does it too. I don't think I threw mine away.
You didn't get in. I see where you went with that.
I was gone, baby. I was like,
Monkey, throw me to the wolves.
oh, but I put fucking hot sauce on you first.
Back to the hot sauce. Man, we're going around circles.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Yeah. I slapped you with fucking barbecue, had some fucking rib roast, and threw your ass right to the fucking wolves. Fuck that.
Man, things I don't learn in here.
Listen, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When Mom went on a warpath, boy, she went on that shit.
Oh, you ain't got to tell me.
Okay, I know.
Yeah.
So, no, I
Yep.
Love that woman.
Yeah, I know.
But
she went on one last night and beat the shit out of my head.
Huh?
She must have went on one last night and beat the shit out of my head because I had a headache all day.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I blame it on something.
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to say about last night, Pop got fucked up last night.
There.
That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I hope that's all it said.
That's all.
You know how I feel about it.
I know.
I vented.
You vented.
Where? It's over, I guess.
But.
I hope.
So is this. As always, I am DJ Rome.
Old Man Pop's here.
We will see you guys next Wednesday. By the way, if anybody's looking to be a executive producer of a podcast, let us know.
We're looking for one.
Because ours sucks. Now I gotta get my fat ass up and walk around to the computer to turn it off because he's upstairs eating pizza.
And you're gonna have to look at me. That ain't.
All eyes on Pop.
Really?
Jesus.
You gonna do this to me? I'm gonna sit here and look at my new speakers and stuff for my new karaoke. What is it? K-Goog? KJ K-Goog. That's what it's gonna come under. Yep.
That's right.
That's it. So hopefully we'll be out in March and start that new venture. Here we go again.
That's right.
We don't stop, man.
All right, guys, have a good one.
Hey, watch the snow. It's coming.